She said yes, again. Her coworker Marcus had just asked her to cover his Friday shift, the third time this month, and before she even finished processing the question, she heard herself say, "Of course, no problem." That was a $340 decision, not a favor. A $340 decision she made in under 2 seconds because saying no felt rude. Her name is Danielle. She's 31, works in healthcare administration in Atlanta, and by the end of last year she had actually sat down and calculated, exactly 7 financial decisions that her niceness had cost her. Not roughly, not vaguely, exactly 7. And the total? Just over $11,000 in a single year. That number hit her like a wall. Because none of those decisions felt like money decisions in the moment. They felt like being a good person. And that right there, that is the trap. The good girl money. Here is what I need you to understand before we go any further. This is not a video about budgeting. It is not about lattes or subscriptions. This is about something much deeper. A pattern that is baked into how women are raised, rewarded, and socialized around money from the time they are little girls. Think about the messages you absorbed growing up. Be helpful. Don't be difficult. Don't ask for too much. Share what you have. Put others first. Those are not bad values in isolation, but when they get tangled up with your finances, with your salary negotiations, your boundaries around lending money, your pricing if you run a business, your ability to say no to expenses that benefit everyone else but you, they become a slow financial leak you cannot see. Research from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that women who are perceived as agreeable earn on average 18% less than their male counterparts in the same roles. 18%. Not because they are less skilled, not because they work less hard, because being agreeable, being a good girl, is quietly, consistently, systematically working against your bank account. And the most dangerous part? It feels like virtue. It feels like the right thing to do. Let me give you the exact 7 decisions that cost Danielle $11,000. Because when she listed them out, she told me each one felt completely reasonable at the time. Number 1, she covered 3 extra shifts for coworkers who never reciprocated. Cost, $340 in lost weekend rates she could have negotiated. Number 2, she lent her sister $800 in March that was never repaid and never followed up on because she didn't want to make it weird. Number 3, she stayed in a gym membership she didn't use for 9 months because the sales rep was so nice when she signed up and canceling felt mean. Cost, $540. Number 4, she undercharged a client for a freelance project because she felt guilty quoting her real rate. She charged $600. Her rate should have been $1,400. Number 5, she bought an entire bridesmaid package, dress, alterations, bachelorette trip, for a friend she barely spoke to anymore because she didn't know how to say, "I can't afford this right now," without feeling like a bad friend. Cost, $1,200. Number 6, she paid for dinner this time across multiple group outings where she consistently ended up covering more than her share. Total, $430. Number 7, and this one is the biggest, she did not ask for a raise at her annual review in October because her manager seemed stressed and she didn't want to add to his plate. What she left on the table based on industry benchmarks for her role? Approximately $6,800 over the following 12 months. Added up, $11,710 in 1 year from being nice. Now here is where it gets uncomfortable, because I want you to notice something about that list. None of those decisions were stupid. Every single one of them came from a place of wanting to be a good person, wanting to be liked, wanting to keep the peace, wanting to be seen as generous and warm and not difficult. And that is exactly why the good girl money trap is so effective and so invisible. It doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like your personality. It feels like your values. And so when someone like me sits here and says, "That is costing you money," your first instinct might be to defend it. To say, "Well, that's just who I am," or "money isn't everything," or "I don't want to be one of those women who is cold and calculating." I hear you. I genuinely do. But I need you to sit with a harder question. What is the cost of that story? Not just financially, though we've already seen it is enormous, but in terms of your freedom, your options, your ability to leave a job that is slowly crushing you because you have a financial cushion? Your ability to retire before your body forces you to? Your ability to help the people you actually love, not from a place of guilt, but from a place of genuine abundance? Because when you bleed out financially in 100 small moments of niceness, you do not have the reserves to show up powerfully for the things that actually matter to you. You are not being kind. You are being drained, and there is a massive, massive difference. So where does this come from? Why are women specifically caught in this loop? In 2019, researchers at Harvard Business School published findings that women who negotiate assertively, who ask for what they are worth, are consistently rated as less likable than men who do the exact same thing. Less likable for the same behavior. Women are not imagining the social penalty for being financially assertive. It is documented. It is real. And because we are wired to read social environments for safety, because for centuries being liked and being accepted was genuinely tied to survival and security, our nervous systems treat financial assertiveness like a threat. Your brain is not broken. Your brain learned the rules of a rigged game and played them correctly. The problem is, those rules are costing you your financial future. And here is the turn. The women who break out of this trap do not do it by becoming cold or ruthless or not caring what people think. That is not the answer. The women who break out of this trap get one specific thing: clarity. Clarity about the difference between generosity and self-erasure. Clarity about the difference between kindness and financial self-destruction. Clarity about what they actually want their money to do in their life. And once you have that clarity, once you can see the trap clearly, you cannot unsee it. And unseeing it, that is where your power starts. Let me give you the exact framework Danielle used to stop the leak. She called it her financial values filter. And it is 3 questions, just 3, that she now asks before any money decision that involves other people. Question 1. Am I doing this because I genuinely want to and can genuinely afford to? Not, can I technically cover it? Not, will I figure it out later? Can I afford to do this right now without resentment, without stress, without secretly hoping to be paid back? If the honest answer is no, the answer is no. Full stop. Question 2. Would I feel okay if nobody knew I said no? This is the guilt test, because guilt-driven generosity is not generosity. It is a transaction. You are paying for approval, for belonging, for being seen a certain way. If you would feel relief, not shame, if nobody found out you declined, that is your answer. Question 3. Does this choice move me closer to or further from the financial life? Here is the universal truth underneath all of this. Financial independence is not a math problem. For women especially, it is a psychology problem. It is a permission problem. It is a worthiness problem. You can know every budgeting hack, every investing strategy, every salary negotiation tactic, and still leave money on the table by the thousands every single year. Because somewhere deep down, you believe that wanting financial power makes you selfish. It does not. Wanting financial power means you understand that money is options. Money is time. Money is the ability to leave, the ability to stay, the ability to choose. Every dollar you give away from guilt, every raise you do not ask for because you do not want to make someone uncomfortable, every rate you undercharge because you are afraid of being too much. Those are not small things. Compounded over a career, compounded over a lifetime, they are the difference between a woman who has choices and a woman who does not. And you deserve choices, not someday, right now. Right. So here is exactly what I want you to do this week. Not someday, this week. Step 1, do your own Danielle audit. Write down every financial decision in the last 90 days that involved another person. Lending money, covering costs, discounting your services, not asking for a raise, buying something out of social pressure. Add it up. Actually add it up. The number will surprise you. Step 2, identify your single biggest leak. Just one. The one pattern that comes up most often. Is it lending? Is it not negotiating? Is it covering group expenses? Pick one and apply the 3-question filter to it for the next 30 days only. Step 3, go deeper on the psychology. And this is where I want to recommend something that genuinely changed my understanding of this topic. 2 books that unpack exactly why women undercharge, overgive, and financially self-erase. And more importantly, how to stop. The first is We Need to Talk About Money by Otegya Uwagba. It is sharp, it is honest, and it will make you feel seen in a way that most finance books never do for women. The second is Worthy by Nancy Levin, which goes directly into the worthiness wound, the belief that asking for what you deserve is somehow wrong. Both are available on Audible so you can listen while you commute, while you work out, while you cook. I will link both in the description below. These are not affiliate suggestions for the sake of it. These are the two books I would hand to every woman I know who is stuck in this exact pattern. They are that good. Go get one today. You made it to the end of this video, and that tells me something about you. You are not here to stay stuck. You are here because you are ready to stop letting niceness write checks your future self has to cash. So here is my ask. Share this video with one woman in your life who needs to hear it. Not because you think she has a problem, but because we do not talk about this enough, and the women who break the good girl money trap rarely do it alone. Drop a comment below telling me which of the 7 leaks hit closest to home for you. I read every single one and I respond. And if you are not subscribed yet, this is your sign. We put out videos every week on the real psychology of money for women. Not the surface stuff, not the generic tips. The real stuff. Hit subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss one. Your financial future is not waiting for you to become someone different. It is waiting for you to stop apologizing for wanting it. Go get it. Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Nothing in this video constitutes financial advice. Always consult a licensed financial advisor before making financial decisions.